Hello, everyone. Thanks for checking out the latest episode. I believe this is, let's see here, episode 7? Sure, why not? Episode 7. Well, I didn't post one yesterday. Yesterday was my last cyberknife radiation treatment. I didn't post one because I was busy. Okay? Um, as I said yesterday, I took some coffee to the doctors, the nurses, and the technicians at Kaiser Roseville. They were very appreciative of that. My wife baked cookies for them, and that was really sweet of her to do that for them. And then afterwards, bought a few bottles of champagne, took them to work, and just celebrated with my colleagues. Um, I think that was really important to do that. As I said before, I think part of the emotional healing process is to show gratitude. Speaking of gratitude, I want to give a shout out to a person who kind of really embodies what a lot of my journey has been. Like a gentleman by the name of Mark Lazarus, who lives in Sydney, Australia. He and I had connected on social media. Both of us are brain tumor fighters, and he had undergone gamma knife surgery or gamma knife treatment, not surgery, about 6 weeks ago. And he had just written to me recently, asking how I'm doing and called me mate, which I think is awesome. I've never had anyone call me mate before, so well, maybe once or twice. But it was really cool. So I want to thank Mark for checking in on me. He's shared some awesome pictures with me of him and his beautiful family. And I went to his page today, and he just completed a 16K half marathon. So so he entered a half marathon, and you know, it's just amazing. Six weeks ago, he's got 4 holes drilled into his head, having radiation blasted into his brain, and now here he is competing in a half marathon. He's shooting for going under 2 hours, and he ended up with a time of 1 hour and 49 minutes. And here I am the next day. It's what time is it? It's about 11 o'clock. I'm still in my bathrobe on my second cup of coffee. Do I feel like a slouch or what? You know, I know, he had 6 weeks, but still, man. Mark, that's an inspiration. You're definitely an inspiration, and making me feel bad about not getting up and mowing the lawn here on Saturday and here in Sacramento, California. But just thanks for what you did for me, Mark. Just checking in, how are you doing? Means a lot. And I think that's when I'm thinking about what's the next step of my journey. It's definitely not in 6 months. My next step does not take place 6 months from today. 6 months from now, I'll be undergoing another MRI to see what's going on with the tumor. But I think there's quite a few steps in between now and then. I think one of them is taking Mark's lead and reaching out to people, just asking how are you doing. Going on the various support groups that are online. There is a support group a physical support group that meets here near where I live in Sacramento, California, and I think I need to go to that, and instead of looking for support, offering support. And I think that's the next step of my journey, is offering as much support as I can. And then I'm not going to do a half marathon anytime soon, but kind of being an inspiration like Mark and getting out and doing stuff. Whether that's I can't wait to play music again. It just seems like forever since I've gotten together with my band and played music with them. So doing that and getting out and living life, I think that's the next step that we all need to take after going through our procedures. Once again, those of you who've undergone surgery, I know that your road has a lot more bumps in it than mine does. But hopefully hopefully that, when you have people who are on their own journeys, they can offer their support. So what's my next step? Not a half marathon, but definitely trying to be there to support people. So I wanted to do something. This is my the last one. I wanted to cut that off right now. Okay. So there's a lot of symbolism to that, and to those of you on your own journey, I got to take my next step, which is to offer support and not wait 6 months for my next step. So I think I'm gonna finish my second cup of coffee here and procrastinate on mowing the lawn a little more, and maybe go to a few support group pages, find out when the next physical support group for the Acoustic Neuroma support group that we have here. I believe it's in El Dorado, which isn't too far from Sacramento where I live, and be support for people. Once again, if you're checking out this, there's my dog, Thelonious Monk. That's another thing. If I had to change one thing, Theo's saying hi, everyone. He's saying, "Way to go, Mark." If I had to change one thing, the first 3 sessions, they were playing classical music. They asked, "What kind of music do you like?" And for some, I wanted something really mellow, and so they played classical music. And then I didn't make any other suggestions. Last 2 days, they were playing like Dave Matthews Band, and I know that the CyberKnife is a relatively safe procedure, but things could go wrong. I don't want the last thing I listen to be Dave Matthews. No offense. And if Mr. Matthews is seeing this, well, it's not my brand. So if it's classical, maybe a little Vivaldi. If it's jazz, definitely a little Thelonious Monk, and if nothing else, maybe my brothers from New York. A little Ramones, maybe a little Misfits, Dead Boys, Sex Pistols, the Damned, the Clash, all those. That would have been nice, but Dave Matthews, I should have spoken up. But another funny thing, not funny. When they clamped on the mask for my last session, all of a sudden my nose started itching, and I'm like, oh gosh, can I do this? And so yes. I can withstand an itchy nose for about 15 minutes. As soon as they took that off, oh gosh, it was horrible. But I just had like this one nose hair that was just kind of like tickling me and just driving me crazy. But either way, I'm rambling. Time to go offer some love and support online to some people going through their journeys, and find out when the next support group is, and show up and just be there to support people and offer my love. And because that really got me through this. So thanks again, everyone. It's not going to be 6 months till my next episode. Plan is hopefully maybe once a month, but keep checking the Brain Tumor Fighter website. I'm planning on having those t-shirts made soon. Right now there's 3 designs. I'm gonna have a few other little odds and ends, and so if you're a brain tumor fighter and you want to let the world know that you're one, and at the same time, once again, all the proceeds are going to the Acoustic Neuroma Association. You want to support an amazing organization, get a shirt. And if someone that you love is going on their journey, you can support the cause as well. So that's all I got to say for now. Thanks to everyone again, and here we go. You got this.